Okay, so today I want to speak about this. For example, where I live is really, really small. And it go against everything I believe in, like to live a happy life. Sometimes you see people who say that this, oh, I love to live like in a nature, in nature. I love to live in a small place. I love to live in a place where there are not a lot of things going on. And for me, I'm totally opposite. I like to live in a big city. I love to live in a place where things going on because I feel like it match my personality. Honestly, when you live like in big cities, you, of course, if you are not like uh, introverted person, you see living like in a big city as an opportunity for you to engage with the things that going on. And for me, for example, even when I come here, I told myself like I really want to be in a place where I can speak English all the time. And if I don't know something, I have to ask. And for me, for example, living here, it go against everything will make me like alive. I'm not gonna say like happy, because what is happiness? Like, but it's like feeling alive. You are living life, and you feel like you are not very, you are not too comfortable, because when you live in a place like this, small place, where you just go work, come home, and home work, and sometimes you can go out. And for me, I just choose not to go out here. Yeah, sometimes I go out, but it's not like something I need to function well. And it can sound like a crazy, but I love night out. I love clubbing. I love clubs. I love a normal life, like as everyone else. And I remember like when I used to live in Lisbon, I used to go out like what, 4 or 5 times a week sometimes. Um, but it's not like something crazy, because one thing is I don't drink, I don't smoke. Yeah, I can drink here and there, but not it's not something I need to be me. I never need like drinks, for example, to talk with people if I go out or something. But yeah, it's it's not driving me crazy, but I feel like after 3 years, it's time for me to start thinking like, because I've been talking about these like moving like to London, for example, and I have my auntie, for example, and my uncle here. They always told me like, oh, it's very expensive city, it's a big city. But I'm looking myself here and I say, when I come here, I didn't come here just because I was doing bad in Portugal. Yeah, man, I have a good job in Portugal, and I feel like if I stay there, I could be starting something with the person I was working with. And I remember the last time I went to Portugal, and he told me like, "Oh, bro, why you don't come back to do this or do that?" But I decided like, you know what? I'm gonna try to do my thing, and if I have to work partner with someone later on, why not? But it's not like I believe in this idea like, oh, you never have to work for anyone. I don't believe in this. I think like if you have to work for someone, why not? You can work for someone and you learn, and after that you can start your own thing. Or there are a lot of people never have to do that, then they start their own thing. But everyone have their own way to do things, so you don't need to compare yourself to anyone, because I never did that. Because I have like things going on for myself and where I come from, so I don't have this needness, or these things to compare myself to others, or to try to please people in life. I never have this thing. But yeah, it's just what I'm saying. Like it's crazy, man, because it's crazy when you live like in a small place. You are trying to do something like video or photography, and you look around, even if you invite like family members, friends, all this, nobody wants. It's like you start looking at yourself, you say, man, nobody valued this here. And I think my pictures, they are not too bad. At the beginning I can say they are bad, but now I think they are not. And I'm feeling like very limited or restricted to the things I want to do. And I think it's getting to the point where I have to force myself to leave, because it's the best option for me. Otherwise, what I'm doing here, why I come to UK or why I come to England, because it's like, it's not the money who bring me here. I can say this honestly. Since day one, I told everyone this. It's not the money who brought me here. It's good because you can make money like quick, and you can buy your gears, everything you need. But at one point you just have to realize, like, I want to do something with my life. I don't want to be the person who complain like nobody pay me the money I deserve because I do this or I do that. And also I have to put myself in a position to say this, like, I learned this when I work in Portugal with 2 people, and I have to be there seeing them like running their business. And it's a business. It's not like this internet thing. It's a real business. And I have to see them like do the work too. And it's one of the reasons sometimes I say to myself how I can be a CEO if I can take it like a boss. Is a music I really like. And I think it's really, really important. Like, we live in a society, in a society today, everyone want to be a boss. And I don't think this is a bad thing to do, because you can be dependent on everyone here. If you believe you can make something, go make it. But for you to sit here and try to talk to yourself and people are gonna say like who you think you are to try this, I think it's a bullshit. Because at the end of the day, one day you can lose your job. So what are you gonna do? I don't want to be in that position again in my life. And this is one of the reasons I always say this. I don't care about losing any job, because I don't work for anyone. If I work in one place, it's because I choose to work there. The day I don't feel like good there, I just dip out. I did this a lot of times, like 3-4 times back in Portugal. Even here, I did it one time. And it becomes time in life where you are not afraid anymore, because it's like, like you're gonna get something. So yeah, I just want to say this, like, here, it drives me crazy, like, sometimes, like, just to think about it. Like, for example, I have to travel. I travel to London. I pay my own money. And sometimes, like, in 1 month, you can have like 1-2 people, or sometimes nobody pay you, and you have to spend all this money. And I'm not saying like I regret doing this, because if I don't do this, who's gonna do this? It's because I believe in myself, so I'm willing to spend the money on myself. This is like going to university, bro. Like, I'm paying for my own education, so why not? I can do that, But, and sometimes I have to stop myself and think this. Man, I'm living here for 3 years now. I don't have to pressure myself to get it right, because 3 years I can say, yeah, because I can say like I'm trying to do this for 1.5 years now, because 2020, 21 until mid of 2021, it was lockdown, so I didn't have places to go. But since 2020, yeah, I've been started thinking about this, how to do this, and I realized like I have to be somewhere bigger than here, and work is what I have to do. Night out, girls, all this kind of just it's not in my mind. Like, it's not in my mind. I don't think about it, and it's not like you can get it. Sometimes, like, these days you see like there's a lot of things going on. Like you see girls, guys, like everyone is talking shit about each other. And sometimes I just look this situation and smile because, you know, like say, okay, let them like fight there, but you still get it, whatever you want to get. But yeah, it's really funny, man. It's crazy, man. Like I remember, yeah, I used to go out a lot, man. Oof. Yeah, with the time you learn what is important and what is not important. And this is not to say like I mess up, but I used to remember like when I play basketball, they used to invite me to go to clubs, and I used to say no. But I remember when I say to myself I don't want to play basketball anymore. I think end of 2017, 2018, 19 until lockdown in 2020. It's always like going out, meet girls here, go date, go to this party, go to this. But one thing I glad I never did, even like I was living like crazy, I never drink and I never smoke. And I choose not to do those things just because. And I remember a time a friend of mine told me like, oh, maybe you don't get these girls, maybe you don't get that girl because you never smoke, you don't smoke. And I don't care. Like I'm not gonna do something just because I know I don't need to do this, and I will still get the result I'm gonna get. But yeah, I just want to say this, like living in a small city is like, some people love it, but me, no. I have things to do and I want to do something. So yeah, expensive, it's big, expensive, but man, it's just like when you come to this place, you don't gonna sit around and expecting someone to give you something. You have to work. And why I'm gonna be afraid? Like for me, it's like I have to control myself myself to don't talk like crazy things here, because it's like for me it's impressive. Like when you come here, why you come here for? Nobody come here for vacation. They come to work. So why people gonna come to this with this idea? Oh, expensive. Is this? It's crazy, man. I never imagined in my life receiving a salary. I'm gonna say this honestly, but yeah, you can come from a rich family. My father is not like the richest guy in the world, but I know, man. I know what I get, where I come from. But I never imagined myself in this position where I have to work for someone. And I'm humble enough to work. And I always say this, when I work for someone, I work as is mine, because I feel like I have to prepare myself to have something. I'm not going to sit here saying like, oh, this person it's just pay me this. If I show up just because someone pay me this kind of money and I'm going to do just this kind of work, I'm going to be a slave. This is the truth. So even if you pay me this, I still have to work, because if I come here and I don't work like because you pay me the money, I'm gonna feel like a slave. It's like it's sad. Like just to think about it, it's sad. You're gonna spend 8 hours or 12 hours. I see people do 12 hours and they still don't have money. Like, how is possible? Like you work 12 hours, still don't have money. Nah, I don't do those things. It's crazy, man. I rather work 8 hours and rest of the day work on my things. Yeah, but yeah, it's what I was saying. Like living in a small city is like driving me crazy. So I'm gonna stop going to London for now. Just do my things here. I have some savings, but I want to save more. And I'm gonna move, stay here probably more like 6 months more, and after that I'm out. Whatever has to happen is gonna happen, because it's like if I don't work myself here, I'm gonna get old with nothing here. It's scary. Now I can do this. So guys, today I just want to talk about this, and it took me like 15 minutes. Okay, thank you so much, and tomorrow I'm going to do another video.